Hey everyone, wanted to take a few minutes to tell you that the video that you're going to watch today is not my best work. I'm not a professional videographer to begin with, and I'm also not a professional technician. So I'm a little frustrated during this video, and I think it shows. This product was really difficult to install. If you've seen the pictures of the Gladiator with the bumper mount lights, I believe I have maybe the first set of not the lights, but the bracket from Mopar, and I ordered them from All Mopar Parts. They are the Mopar brand. They are, as you'll see, a terrible install setup, clearly an afterthought for the vehicle, and in my opinion, one of the worst factory pieces of equipment I've ever installed. Now they're on, and I tried my best to walk through some of the install process, but candidly, I got so frustrated at one point, I stopped filming pieces. So, not my best video. Take a look. If you have questions or comments, please leave them below. And as always, I appreciate your time for taking a look at what I'm putting out here. Thanks. So in the package, you get 2 brackets. They're just powder-coated steel brackets. You're gonna get 3 bags of hardware. One of them is nut-certs, which always makes me nervous. We'll see how those work in a bit. So please excuse the sound of my heater. It is hella cold in my garage today. What we've done so far is we've taken the grill off. To do so, you're gonna find 6 push pins that you're gonna remove from the top carefully. And then you can see there are these pins down here where the grill mounts in. So there are 6 of those. You're just gonna gently pull the grill back. Be careful because the edge of the grill is actually a separate piece from the grill, and you can't actually break it. So you're gonna wanna pull from the grill itself, not the trim pieces. And then once you have that, we're gonna tackle this piece down here next. So the trick on these, I just like to take a screwdriver, carefully pry out, and out. So here is where it starts to get a little fiddly. They have a hole here, which is not big enough. The holes you're going to use are this hole right here and this hole right here. But as you can see, the nut-cert is much bigger. So they ask you to drill those out to 10 millimeter. I am never a fan of drilling on a frame or into a vehicle, but let's get her done. One thing I am a little concerned about is you can kind of see how close this is going to sit to the bumper. So these lights are going to be really, really close to the bumper. So here are the nut-certs in place. I'm just going to tighten them down. All right, so if you plan to reuse the filler piece, you have to cut the back part of it off. And I haven't cleaned this up yet. I just did it with a Dremel. And then you're going to cut 2 holes. These are not pretty, but they're going to be hidden anyway underneath the bracket. And then you have to take the bracket off and install this piece with the bracket at the same time. All right, folks, they are on. This is the worst product I've ever gotten from a manufacturer in my life. For one, they came right to me in pretty rough shape, but you don't really see them, so it's not a big deal. The install process is nutty. Nut-certs, they are what they are. Clearly, this is a complete afterthought, because to have to drill out holes that are already into the frame bigger makes no sense. It was terrible. As you can see, I did have to cut the rest of the plastic piece. If you do not, you actually can't get in to tighten these back bolts. I see why they tell you to just throw this away. This is recommended you get rid of it, but I personally like the filler piece. The mounts are solid. They're very low profile though, as you can see. So depending on what light you're using and the mount for those lights, I actually had to take my rigids and swap the mount upside down so that they would clear. So I hate these. I do feel a little bit better now that the lights are on. These are probably too small for bumper lights, but once they are up and going, I feel pretty good about them. So would I buy this product again? Probably not, but nevertheless, there you go.